How's it going? Thanks for joining me. Picking up where we left off in that previous video, there are no forests on Flat Earth Part 2. The giant organism. I was explaining how the sun places this light into the hole, and out from the hole comes the astral jet. Before this giant tree was cut down with all the other trees, there was veins where this light would shoot out and glow all the way across the earth like you saw in the movie Avatar. They rub this shit in our face, people. Now I'm explaining to you that the sun itself is conscious. And one side of it is a black hole. There's a hole at the center of the dish, so the whole thing works. You cannot bottle energy up. It needs to be able to flow. And we would be inside of Pandora's box right now. And you can see the sun goes round and round and round, moving inward and out, bringing the seasons. Okay, the Holy of Holies is at the center of the dish, and every single compass is pointing to it. The symbols are rubbed in your face over and over and over. There's no way to mess this up. That heaven is right over there at the center of the dish. What we want to do is enter that hole, and when we pop out the other side, we will be in the land of perpetual twilight. It's just that simple. There's no way to mess it up. You were birthed into this world, and you will be birthed out of this world also. Now listen, every word you speak is a magic spell. You learn spelling or spellcasting in school. Yes, you are a witch. Okay, symbols are the language of the universe and the conduit that your biomorphic field is flowing through. And that's every letter, every word, every action, everything that you do is a magic spell. It's an act. And what gave me eyes to see all this stuff, people, is that I started looking into the sun and speaking my intent. And then the sun programmed me or something, and next thing I know, I'm spilling my blood over my intent and publishing it to the Ethernet. And then here, before 700 days after that, I was pointing to the Holy of Holies and leading my people home. And now it's just a matter of time, people. And I'm going to start waking motherfuckers up, because we need to get here before we're dead. Did you hear what I said? Okay, you need to get there before you're dead. It's just that simple. I recommend you start putting your bare feet on soil, or get yourself a grounding earthing mat or make one. And you need to connect with the earth, specifically. Okay, your divinity was stolen from you. Okay? And if you want to get it back, you're going to get it back through looking at the sun, spilling your intent, publishing it into spilling your blood over your intent, and publishing it to the Ethernet. This is what's going to restore your high man. Something that you lost when you lost your virginity. Okay? You know, they only sacrifice virgins for a reason, because their blood is pure. When you lose your virginity, you lose your divinity. It's just that simple. Through sex, you become hexed. And what I'm explaining to you is that blood over intent restored my high man and gave me the ability to see stuff from a different perspective, because I'm seeing it from the eyes of my high man. And I can see stuff and explain it to other people, and I'm telling you that you need to be able to do this stuff also. Okay? We need to get to this Holy of Holies before we're dead. And once you're there, if you think they're going to let you in that hole, only the devil hides his intent. Everybody knows that, people. Everybody knows that. And you think this is all an accident? You're mistaken. There are no accidents. There are no coincidences. Everything is happening for a reason. Okay? What I see here is I see the Holy Grail. I see Jesus. I see the moon is poisoning the well. That there is not supposed to be any Eve. It was like one side of a light hole is a black hole on loop through the Holy of Holies at the center of the dish. There's two sides, the upper and lower world, or when you go through the hole, you pop out the other side, and it's the land of perpetual twilight. It's just that simple. The trees go on forever. And it's just like that, people. And I know it's just like that because I place my feet on dry soil, and I speak my intent into the sun, and I'm telling you the sun is conscious. I'm telling you that you need to spill your blood over your intent and publish it to the Ethernet, because this is your birthright, people, to have heaven on earth, not have to go through all the shit that we're going through because of a bunch of greedy fucking bankers, this is crazy. That we are all going through this, okay, because everybody lost their fucking divinity. I found my divinity, and I found the way home, and I'm telling you, you need to spill your blood over your intent and publish that video right beside the rest of ours under blood over intent. You think this is a joke, and you think this is funny, and you think, no, you're mistaken, people. This is everlasting life. Every fucking compass points to it. It's right over there, okay? And every day you wait makes no fucking sense. You're here to bring forth heaven and earth, and if you're not, then you're here to mine gold. Like I remind people often, silly human slaves here to mine gold, okay? Not me. I'm here to bring forth heaven on earth. And I remind people often, okay? Because that's what writes it into the matrix, okay? You need to start understanding that you are this powerful being, and your blood, like they store it in a blood bank, that's because your blood is owned by God. And when you write out on a piece of paper something and you spill your blood on it and publish it to the Ethernet, okay, that gets programmed into the matrix. Before the internet, I would have simply wrote out my intent onto a piece of paper and published it to any newspaper of the day for 30 days, and I would have went from not being able to see to being able to see. The key thing here is publishing it so that it gets into the ether. You must publish it. Before there was a newspaper, I would have simply nailed my intent, okay, to a tree by the watering hole, and that would have put it into the ether. But times have changed. And now we're in the future, we have an Ethernet, and now we have a way to get control of the matrix with our blood. Your blood is very magical, people. The sooner you figure this out, the better off you're going to be. Okay? Your blood is the most powerful substance in the universe. You need to write your intent. I intend to usher in heaven on earth. You need to place your blood over it and publish video proof of it right beside the rest of ours, titled Blood Over Intent, on YouTube. So go to your YouTube search, hit blood over intent, and look at all of us spilling our blood over our intent. God owns our blood. That's the most powerful substance in the universe. You think this is an accident, people? We're reprogramming the matrix with our blood. This is real. This is powerful stuff. Look up the properties and what makes it so special about blood. Okay? You'll see it. Eventually, put your bare feet on dry soil. Speak your intent to the sun. This is a key thing you need to do, people. You need to familiarize yourself with reality. And that ain't going to happen until you do these types of things. Until then, it's like you never left Egypt. You need to get to this holy hole before we're dead. And I'm going to scream this out from the top of my lungs over and over and over and over. It's ever fucking lasting life.